All right, I'm on hole number 5 of the City of Light tournament. I'm in the weekend round of the Ricky division. This is hole number 5, a Parc de Paris. All right, I want to lay up out here and I want to go for it. I've got on this hole right here, you have a serious chance of eagling it. So it's all about knowing your club number. So I'm going to come at it with a Kingfisher, which, if you got lower developed stuff, is the most accurate short iron that you're going to have in your bag. It doesn't have any topspin, but what I found is that very seldom am I engaging my short iron and using topspin. Normally, I'm engaging my short iron and I'm using a little bit of backspin. There are some times when you need to hop over something and you need a short iron that's got some topspin, and the Kingfisher will not get it done because it doesn't have any when it's lower level. And it's an epic, so you're not going to get cards for it all the time. But I think I have like a level 3, and it's a great accurate short iron when you first start, and you want the most accurate short iron in your bag. So I'm trying to get up into this divot right here. You can see this depression in the course. I'm trying to get up into that depression. So I'm using an extra mile and a nav and a Kingfisher. Extra mile and a navigator. Extra mile, navigator, and a Kingfisher. That's all I need. And this drive shot is I'm right on the edge where I'm having to use the wind to kind of push me forward into the fairway. And I'm going to put just a little teeny bit of overpower on it. And I'm going to rub up against the nubs. I'm not going to go past the nubs, and I don't want to go to where my needle's going any faster, but you can see it's shaking a little bit, and that's letting you know that you're in overpower. Where that comes in really handy is when you're doing max curl or you're doing curl. Because sometimes when you're doing curl, when you pull it to the side, you actually pull it up and you're short shooting it. And so if you do curl and then you pull it down until you can see it just start to shake, that tells you that you're not short shooting the shot, and it kind of gives you a reference. It's the only way you can tell when you're doing that curl, like where you're at, because it's very easy. I see people do it all the time where they're actually short shooting the shot and they don't realize it. I'm going to do about 3 backspin here. 1.5. 2.15. Okay, it's 2.5 per ring. So there's 2.5. So there's 3.8. So it's going to push me out into this area. It's going to push me out into that area right there. Somewhere like out into there. So I'm going to put just a little teeny bit of overpower on it. Hitting it perfect. And try and get the wind to do some work for me so I don't have to do a bunch of overpower, and try and get that ball to get up there towards that depression. Now I left a lot on the table there, and I could have got more aggressive with it, but if you come in there, it's very easy to come in here too hot, and if you come in here too hot, it'll end up in the sand. You'll see a lot of people on this hole, especially in one-on-one, you'll see a lot of people on this hole end up in that sand. And it would be better to be in the shadow and be short and have to come out with a long iron than end up in the sand. It's not that you can't get on the sand up there, but you have a better chance of getting it in from the fairway. This is a serious opportunity to pick up an eagle. Okay, my Kingfisher hits 1.2, 2.1, 2.4. So if it's in max club, 1.2. Mid club, 2.1. Minimum club, 2.4. Let's see where we're at. Okay, there's minimum. There's max. So I'm at about mid club. So I'm going to hit the 2.1 per ring. Put on about 3 backspin. I'm going to go right at it. Now I found it takes a little bit of an irregular bounce because you're starting off on this hill. And so I'm going to start it off on the left-hand edge of that cup. 2.1, that leaves me, that's 4.2. And go just a tit shy of 2 rings. Hitting it perfect. Give myself a look. Gotta look. Oh, not quite enough of a pull. Oh, so close. If you come in here with a really accurate short iron and you know your club's numbers, you give yourself a really good look at it. And when you've got lower developed clubs, you got to go through there and go, okay, hey, on this hole right here, on this particular hole right here, it doesn't matter whether you've got a maxed out bag or a low level bag. If you bring the right clubs, you have just as good a chance of getting an eagle as the person with the upper level clubs. This is one of those types of holes. So when you're looking at it you're looking at your holes, this is a hole right here that you can pick up a shot and get better than that minus 24. There's a lot of holes in this tournament that if you've got lower developed stuff, even if you bring out some bigger balls to help out your clubs, you can get that minimum score. So like on those par fives, you can get that eagle. But your chances of getting Albie are diminished because you don't have the ball guide. So the person with the upper developed clubs has got an advantage on you there, but you can still get that minimum score. And so on a lot of these holes, it's like, hey, get on that hole, get my eagle, go to the next hole. Hey, this hole right here, I got a chance to pick up one, so I got to be in the right spot, bring the right club. There's still a couple holes in this game that are short iron. Anytime when you have lower developed stuff and you look at a hole and go, hey, I'm going to be coming into that hole with a short iron, that's a hole that you have the same chance as anybody else. And that's why players who have been around for a long time, we work diligently to try and get ourselves into short iron range. Because if you can get into short iron and you have a really accurate short iron in your bag, you could be very dangerous. All right, that was hole number 5 of the City of Light tournament in the weekend round of the rookie division. That's hole number 5 of Parc de Paris. Thanks for watching.